Fair maps is important to me because it means the end of gerrymandering in South Carolina. And for those of you who don't know, gerrymandering is a term for when the politicians that are currently in power rig elections in their favor by finagling the boundaries of their voting districts. So for example, they'll draw the maps of the voting districts in such a way that they pack as many voters from the other party into as few districts as possible and give their own party a majority in as many districts as possible. They'll do things like if they have a competitor they don't want to run against, they'll draw the map so that competitor's house is in somebody else's district and can't run against me. In effect, the politicians are picking the people that can vote for them instead of the voters picking the politicians like it should be. This is really bad in a number of ways. One, it's unfair. It's legal cheating. They're stacking the deck in their favor. Second, it suppresses voter turnout. In 70% of our state elections in 2016 general election, there was only one choice on the ballot in 70% of the districts in South Carolina. So there's no wonder voter turnout was poor, because you don't have a choice. There's no choice, so why vote? And correspondingly, voter turnout was miserable. Even worse than that, when the incumbent politicians are insured of getting reelected by stacking the deck in their favor, they don't have to answer to the voters anymore. Instead, they're more concerned about answering to their donors and their political bosses. And even worse than that, when they're more concerned about making their donors and their political bosses happy, they don't care about things that are good for the people. There's a reason why South Carolina does not have a minimum wage law like a lot of other states. There's a reason why our education system is one of the worst in the country. There's a reason why South Carolina did not adopt the Medicaid expansion. That would have given health care to about 250,000 people in our state who currently don't have health care. The short word for what this is corruption. And it all has its roots in the gerrymandering of voting districts. So what Fair Maps' plan is to go to an independent citizens commission to draw these voting district maps instead of letting the incumbent politicians draw their own maps and cheat their way to re-election. This would make elections a lot more fair, a lot more competitive. People would actually have a choice when they vote, and it would give power back to the voters, which is where it deserves to be. So the way to do this is through county-level petitions. Fair Maps has a plan, and it involves signing petitions in each and every county so that we can get this done without having to rely on the incumbent politicians. So if you want to end gerrymandering and get the cheating politicians out of office and put people in office that are going to be more fair, you need to sign a Fair Maps petition. So to do that, go to fairmapssc.com and you'll find the petition there and a lot of other information.